Hey, listen. Hold on, what are you saying?
So just make sure y'all bring me some meats back.
It take a to have a rawhide, man. I'll admit all this. You wouldn't be planning.
Who would?
Me.
No, you wouldn't, Ants.
That's what we gotta go back to. I ain't much. I'm here with you. Well, God, you gotta speak up. Sweating. She was starting to get mad at me because you on my Listen, church bus, cuz. Like power unit thing. Straight plaid, checkerboard plaid. When I say checkerboard plaid,
That's what they want.
it literally was checkerboard plaid. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm your host at the Commish. I'm here with E2E Squeeks.
Hey guys.
Listen, I bet you're wondering why I got this new style leather grill glove on, right? Cue the damn music.
Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work.
The E2E family, the best of them. Just watch us work, we excelling the excellence. 80s on top when they checking in. Work hard all day, so crack jokes for the heck of it. Gotta work hard, it's a process of betterment. If you got dreams, it's too eager for helping it. Play the next leaf, I'm back in my element. Felt on my Rob, he a champ for a veteran. Watch to the baddest next season for big. We gotta have fun for one reason, the kids. Grinding for goals on the reason they're in.
So, Squeak, I'm not gonna, don't be alarmed. We ain't gonna mention this just yet, right?
So why is it on?
I'm gonna get to that.
Your hands are probably sweating.
They're not sweating. This is and before releasing too much, you gotta work on the grill with this cause stuff be hot. Listen, we had a real big week this week. I'm trying to tell you, Squeak. I'm trying to tell you, this week was big. It was huge in so many different ways, and I really want to get to that. That's why I'm laughing and stuff, right? Because I really want to get to this week. Start off with the scores. What we're going to do is, we're going to leave Iron Bridge and where did Hanover play at?
They went to Fluvana.
They went to Fluvana. All right. So we're going to leave Iron Bridge for last. Mm-hmm. We're going to do Fluvana next to last.
You drunk as a skunk right now. Like you're slurring and everything. You are.
No, I ain't. Listen.
Yeah, you are. All right, so first up, we had the games out in Gloucester. CVT versus the Gloucester Outlaws, the 14U. CVT defeated Gloucester 32-0. Okay. The 12U defeated Gloucester 42-0. The 10U CVT Tigers defeated Gloucester 13-7. And the 8U CVT Tigers defeated Gloucester 27-0.
That 10U game, let me tell you, those 10U coaches, they on the right path.
Yes, every week, like the scores don't reflect the games, but I'm telling you, they've always been on the verge of just.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
Right? They got a lot more swag. Shout out to those coaches, Squeak. Again, every week I shout those coaches out, and I don't have their names. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Commish be dealing with a lot of stuff, but I know who you are. You know I done talk to you. I know you're heading in the right direction. Whatever way you go in the fall, whatever way you go in the fall, y'all in the right direction.
Yeah, I had a conversation with Justin. Mm-hmm. He's the president of Gloucester, this new regime. And he said that E2E Spring makes him battle tested for fall. He said when he went to the other league this past fall, they were winning. Like they were actually competing. And he said, I owe it all to E2E Spring. So
that's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah,
that's sweet. So. That's sweet, Justin. Hey, look, shout out to Justin because he reminds me of their first
Zach.
president, Zach. Shout out to Zach.
Yeah, Zach.
Zach didn't care. Zach knew that whatever they went through was going to help them in the long run. So shout them out. They know they rebuilding. They know what they got in front of them. So what was the next field?
All right, let's move on to the Point of Rocks. And this was a Panthers versus Stallions day.
At Point of Rocks.
AKA our favorites, according to some.
That's what they say.
The thing is, they fail to realize that both of these orgs and the Bulldogs, who aren't with us in the spring, they were here for the inception of our first fall.
For everything.
They done traveled across the country with us to nationals in California, Florida, every single year. So we've gotten to know these people behind the football field.
So what you're saying is there's no favoritism.
It's no favoritism.
Right? And
according to Mike Atkinson, I tell him no more than anybody. So.
Exactly. So it's no favoritism. Yeah. It's more of we're familiar with these teams because they've been through the thick and the thin with us.
We've all witnessed each other in rebuilding stages.
Definitely. So, and us even as a league.
And we have an open tent policy. So anybody can come kick it with us under the tent. Right. These two just choose to.
Right. They do. So, they choose to come and see us as individuals. Right. Not as somebody that's running the league.
Right. So I just wanted to clear that up.
Definitely.
So it was a good day of games out there too. The 14U Panthers defeated J. Lee and his Stallions 19-6.
And that was a good game.
This was a really good game off the rip.
Yes.
J. Lee.
It was.
J. Lee scored first. Yeah. Mike and them. Well, I guess I can give Kirk the credit for this one. They recovered a fumble and ran it in. That was their first score.
That wasn't no fumble. That was an interception.
The first score?
That one? No, I don't know about the first one.
Yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was a scoop and return.
But they had an interception return too.
Yeah,
I think Lil Man.
Yeah, I think they got most of their points on defense.
Right.
So
but listen, Mike told me he was a little shook up when the Stallions, Stallions.
That's what you said.
No, I said the Stallion. You said don't take neither one. I gotta say Stallion. When Stallions, y'all listen.
Okay.
Hand a little hot. But listen.
As it should be.
I'm gonna get to that though. That's how much I'm into what I'm gonna say with this. It reminded me what I gotta say. All right. Stallions, right, came out early in that. From what I hear, they said, Mike and them said it shook them up a little bit early. They had to get back into their singing in the second half. Look, listen, everybody understand, J. Lee is excellent with the kids.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
I mean, no doubt about it. And I preach this because my own family, I'm invested in that. My own family went through that Titan organization.
Mine too. And that year we didn't win a game.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what? My nephew will still support J. Lee to this day. Mm-hmm. So shout out to J. Lee. I don't want nobody ever think it's about J. Lee or about being bad. That's an excellent organization.
Yeah, definitely.
And I vouch for that with my own family. Anyway.
All right, next game, the 12U. The Stallions turned it around. They defeated the Panthers 19-0.
Yes, they did. They got player of the game status and things like that.
The 10U Stallions. Oh no, that wasn't a game. Disregard that one.
Oh yeah. Next game.
8U. The 8U. This game went into overtime. This was a really good game as well.
That was in the rain at the end of the game.
Yes, the Panthers defeated the Stallions 12-6. So, shout out to both organizations. Yep. We had a really good day out at Point of Rocks.
Definitely shout out to both organizations.
All right. Next, let's travel to Meadowbrook.
Meadowbrook.
Yes, the River City Monarchs 14U, they defeated the Southside Comics 48-0.
That's a tough hole. That's a tough one. But Southside Comics, this is their first year in. I'm sure he's gonna make sure that he understands what they're getting into.
Yeah, and they put together a squad at the last. Like they were like one of the last ones to join.
So I'm sure he's gonna get it together. But shout out River City.
Southside Comics.
No, I mean I gotta shout out River City because they won. But my man at Southside Comics understand. Yeah, he know the game.
Okay, all right. 12U Monarchs defeated the RVA Eagles 22-0. Yeah.
Yeah. That 12U good, man. They got a lot of guys and coaches and stuff that I think they know what they're talking about, but they get a little bit too animated when it comes to the sidelines and things of that nature. But we'll talk personally with them on that situation.
And then the last game was the 10U River City Monarchs. They defeated the Silverbacks 26-0.
Hey, this ain't no slight. I'm telling you. That's a good game for 434 Silverbacks.
Yeah, 26-0. Yeah, definitely.
Because it won't run a clock. And Laura, I know. I've literally heard her with my own ears. She tries to motivate these kids.
Yeah, the referees love her.
Right.
Yeah.
She tries to motivate these kids. I mean, she's willing. I mean, listen. She's telling them, listen, I will go home.
She say, listen.
I ain't listening to you. Out of here.
You juicy hand. Where did we want to go next? We did have a game off site.
Off site in another league.
Yeah. Our 8U South Hill Yellow Jackets waited to defend the league. They defeated the Hanover Warriors 40-0.
Oh, we'll take that. We'll take that. And listen, no disrespect to anybody in no other league, but we'll take that because what they say, we ain't good. We ain't this. We the soft this and that.
We don't have any comp.
We don't got no comp. I'll take them janks.
Yeah.
All them, beat the hell out of them. I'm sorry, Hanover. I knew you were 14. But we're going to get to that. You're going to like it.
All right, let's travel to Iron Bridge. All right, this was Southside Trojans Day.
Is that who the president, Squeak?
Oh, Sam and them.
Oh, you talking about Sam and them? You talking about DJ one way.
You better stop moving that glove so much.
Talking about DJ one way.
Yeah.
That's his order.
Yeah, that's
Southside Trojans.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so off top, his 12U lost to the Metro Rams, Tim and them. 6-26.
I like how you put that in one sentence. You know, that should go together. Tim and them. Even though Tim ain't even the head coach.
Oh, yeah.
But I do the same problem.
Alvin,
head coach Alvin know.
I think they're sharing responsibility.
They do. And Tim is and listen, he know Tim know it. Listen, I'm going to come to Tim anyway. Just about anything. I see him at the store asking why he getting the blue Slurpee instead of red. So, you know, that's how we do.
Okay.
But, okay.
I'm going to skip this 10U game first. The 8U
definitely
Silverbacks defeated the Henrico Chargers 7-0.
8U Silverbacks defeated Henrico Chargers. Hey.
And this was a bounce back win for them.
Now, I'm going to be honest. It was a bounce back win, Squeak. And my man is changing the perception of the Silverbacks along with his 8U.
Right.
I know Miss Laura part of that organization, right? And I'm going to get to that where he's on the cusp of being. He ain't there yet. To me.
Well,
how many?
He's currently
what's his
number
record?
2 right now.
He's currently number 2.
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah,
okay.
him and the Yellow Jackets are battling for that first round bye.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the 8U Silverback.
Yes. This game kind of got out of hand, but I spoke to Sam. He said they good.
Okay.
This was the 8U Southside Trojans versus the Petersburg. And Southside Trojans ended up, after all the riffraff, defeating Petersburg 21-0. So good job for representing us.
So we represented from the under league. I ain't got a lot to say about that because them people don't come and do the right thing when they supposed to be there anyway. So I ain't got a lot to say about that. Anyway, but shouts out to DJ One Way.
Yeah, your org looked good.
Your org did look good. Outside, and I'm always support outside the league anyway. So get to that 10U. Listen.
All right,
do you want me to get to it?
I mean, if you want.
No, go ahead. Squeak, do your thing. I ain't gonna jump in front of you.
That's a first. The 10U Bandits versus Southside Trojans. The Bandits came away with the victory 13-12.
Man, Squeak!
And I wasn't there to witness this game, but I heard it was really good. And came down to the...
I'm telling you, I got to pull up my notes for this, okay? Because, you know, I got my team out there getting information for stuff like that. Yeah, first thing I want to do, before I get to my guy, Josie, Coach Josie, right? I want to shout out, and it ain't going to be DJ One Way, right? I want to shout out the offensive coordinator for the Trojans.
Oh, who is that?
All right? His name is Deshaun Smith.
Okay.
All right? I remember that name. He been rocking with Sam. And, I'm always big on guys that through the thick and thin, he going to be with him. He been rocking with Sam for a while, right? All right. The game was electrifying for what I hear. It was 0-0 to the half, right? Neither team wanted to give nothing. And that's what I hear. The Trojans, number 26, Messiah Harris, I hear a problem. He gave him problems all day.
What position?
Running back. Now, that's the one that I got reported on. From what I hear, Coach Deshaun Smith got multiple options that he can run a running back. I mean, I hear he got 2 or 3 guys that he can interchange there. That's the only kid that we actually was able to see and actually get recorded. But I hear they got multiple options. All right? Shouts out to Coach Deshaun Smith. Listen, he put in work because I had my own ADs, right? Telling me this the best game of the season.
Oh, of the season?
Of the season. And that's counting that 14U Saturday Night Lights that was 16 down at halftime. Right? Best game of the season. All right. This is where this comes into play, right? I told Coach Josie.
Why are you so loud?
I told Coach Josie he could get in the Smoker Club.
Oh, welcome.
It's a club now, Squeak. You don't know about that. The Smoker Club, see? And see, this how I handle y'all smokers with that new age, this leather. It's one of them leather polyurethane joints. And I hold them hot tongs with the ribs and all that on it. The Smoker Club. Coach Josie, you in the Smoker Club, big dog.
Yeah, and Coach Josie is 4-0. He's number 1 in 10U division.
Number 1 in 10U division. He predicted that and told me man to man that 6 weeks ago.
But he does have the Monarchs on his trail. The only thing separating them is 1 point.
In 10U.
Huh?
In 10U.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Josie gave up 12. Monarchs gave up 13.
That may be next week. But this week,
yes.
That man in the Smoker Club.
Yeah. Welcome aboard.
You know what I'm saying? Listen. That game came down to a 4th and 5 with 49 or 46 seconds left. Mm-hmm. This is what happened.
Tackle, boy.
See, they dialed it up, and not to be bad about Sam and them, right? And I don't know why I keep calling.
Yeah, somebody had to win.
But the Trojans, you're right. Yeah. But what a hell of a game, man. And Coach Joe, look, he done threw that in a bucket hat, threw it in the dirt, and everything for what I hear during that game. But he in the club now, congratulations. Yeah, you in the Smoker Club now, Coach Josie.
Yeah, and this L knocks Sam down to number 5. He's at 2-1.
But man, Squeak.
But you're still in the playoffs.
I'm so excited about the playoffs.
Yeah, we got.
Cause the next time I bring up the Smoker Club, I got to have a spatula.
Yeah.
Cause that means you find them cats, and you smoking.
Yeah.
By the way, Commish be down in Fluvana this week. I'm gonna need all them that smoke meats.
We don't believe in pauses around here, do we?
I'm gonna need all those smoked meats. The brisket, chicken, the gumbo, the red beans and rice. I need all that. Commish coming to town. All right?
Yeah, speaking of Fluvana, let's go there next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I did that.
All right, we're going to save this.
See that segue?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm working.
Thank you. We're going to save this 14U game for last. The 12U Chargers lost to the Hoover Bobcats 14-0.
Good job, Hove.
Yeah.
I know the 12U. I know 12U Chargers. They'll get it together. Are they in the playoffs?
As of now,
right now,
at 2-2, yes, they are.
Okay.
They have that 6th seed right now.
Okay.
But
So they hold on.
The 12U Trojans are right behind them. The only reason that they're not right now because that bye week, that rain week.
Okay.
So they're behind the game.
I got you.
Next, the 10U Henrico Chargers, they lost to the Hoover Bobcats 0-12.
Okay.
Yeah, and these 10U Bobcats, they're really good. They're 3-1 right now.
Okay. They're flying under the radar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And the talk of the town.
Okay.
The 14U Hanover Warriors, they defeated the Hanover Bobcats 13-0.
Guess what, Squeak?
They're number 1.
They number 1. And guess what else?
What?
They are on the smoker list. Hanover is on the smoker list. What I tell you, listen. Hanover, hey, Kevin Lynn, Coach Kevin, you're doing an excellent job. You're playing your schedule and you're winning your games. Right. No matter what nobody say, you ain't, listen, I get coaches and things that worry about other people's schedules instead of playing their schedule.
Yeah, and on top of that, they've allowed the least amount of points of everyone that's on this 14U division. Only 13.
Oh, the least amount of points. So they're steadily in, they're firmly in the number 1.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, CVT behind them, but they played one game less than them. But even if CVT was 4-0 right now, the Warriors would still be number one.
Do they
because
play
they've only
CVT?
given up 13 points.
Do they play CVT?
Let me check. No, they don't.
Oh. Who they got this week?
Who? Hanover?
Yeah.
The Monarchs.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a good
That's
game.
a big test.
Yeah.
That's a big test. But forget about next week. Right now,
Enjoy your victory.
enjoy your victory. Y'all on the smoker list.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Congratulations, Coach. Hey, what I'm telling you is, congratulations to you, Coach, and congratulations to Samuel McQuay.
Who?
I said it right. Samuel McQuay.
Oh, that
Didn't I
ain't
just
what-
say that? You thought I was wrong?
You said something in cursive.
No, I didn't. I said Samuel McQuay.
Run it back,
Y'all
production.
be tripping. Y'all trying to trip. I got the other men on. Oh, before I keep, listen, I got to go back just a little bit. For my bandits, my guys, right? I need to shout out Josiah Jackson and Kamir Harper, right? Because they were integral in that win.
In that victory?
Right, in that victory. I couldn't go past that. Shout out to those kids. They are, from what I hear, when I talk to the rep, when I talk to the coach, they are exceptional, actually, exceptional athletes. I'm fucking that up. They good athletes.
They're good players.
They're good players, and they also do good in the classroom. Talking like he got a list. This hot glove. That polyurethane is be. Look how my hand is. That be fucked up. Anyway, I had to get that in there. Might have a time fucking getting this jump right.
Yeah, it's your fault. So that concludes our day.
That's what we gonna say it?
How we usually say it. I can't with you. I can't. No more red cup.
So that's week 4 in a nutshell.
So
I really want a nutshell. We did a lot, but that's week 4 in a nutshell.
yeah. Week 5 we'll be at J. Sarge, Poor Farm, Meadowbrook, and Fluvana.
Yes, Fluvana. I just want to say
So
one
now
thing
you can
about
get your
Fluvana.
smoked meat.
I need that smoked meats. The commish is on the way. I will be out there. I need the smoked meats. Let your guy know. Let the smoked meats guy know. I didn't pause.
I think you should have.
Oh.
But that's
Not me.
it.
Anyway. All right, Squeak. So, other than that, you were able to go check out Stallions cheerleaders cheer expo or cheer camp.
Yeah, the Stallions hosted a cheer camp on Sunday, and I attended. And oh my gosh, everyone out there was so adorable.
I bet.
Yeah, they were.
They did a real good job, and I know
yeah,
they did.
Yeah, Coach Kiki, she's been rocking with Jay Lee and the Stallions for going on like 10 years now. And
Yes, she
Coach
has.
Diamond, we just met her about 2 years ago. So they gave the girls a lot of information. They taught them some new cheers. And it wasn't just Stallion cheerleaders.
Right.
I mean, I saw a bunch of different
Oh, really?
shirts.
So they opened it up to a
Yes.
lot of different people.
Yes.
But that was great. We try to whistle them in and look out for in the fall. We are already planning things for the cheerleaders.
We got something for the little ladies of
Yes,
E2E.
we do. Yes, we do. We understand that it is a need, and we understand that they work and they practice just as hard as the young fellas.
Yes.
Right.
And we are going to make sure they get showcased.
Definitely, because I want them to wear my smoker club. while they doing the cheer and
Not
stuff.
after your little juicy hands been in it.
Anyway, but so you had a great opportunity, great time out there.
Yes. So, we come out to events. All you gotta do is let us know.
Yeah, just let us know.
Yeah, so.
We'll come to your events. We'll show our face. We'll feature you on the podcast. Send us flyers and things of that nature to let you know. To put everything a bow on everything, Squeak, and I'm gonna go past that and I'm gonna take off the Smoker Club. All right. It's one thing that we gotta try to get more serious about, and that's conduct between the parent and the field. Right.
Right.
It's becoming kind of cliche. It's becoming easy to rush the field or everybody making a melee at a field. It's
even with barriers.
Right, even with barriers.
But the question I got is, why are we so angry at rec games? These games are supposed to be fun.
Right. It feels like to me, sometimes parents don't know what is going on. Your child ain't going from here today to the NFL
tomorrow.
Right?
It's a contact sport.
It's definitely that's mainly number one. It's a contact sport. If your child trips over his shoestrings and hurts his ankle, probably he's not made for it.
No, but you wouldn't sit there and blame the shoemaker.
Right. Facts.
You will tell him he needs to learn how to tie his shoes.
Facts. Everybody likes to say, well, you're a different age and this and that. And I don't think the makeup of a person changes. I think how that kid is brought up changes. Right?
Yeah, we do have a lot more.
You know, everybody want to say because you're older, you don't understand these kids. It's, to me, and this is just my opinion, it's not the understanding of the kid. It's just that I'm not younger and I don't treat the kid the same way you do.
Yeah, I mean, we do have mamas and their little babies. And...
Right. But if your baby run into a wall at the house and you don't say but he run outside and the kid hit his ass and you hear, ooh.
Yeah, and one thing I know from our generation, we wouldn't want our mamas going to fight our battles. Like that would,
right.
All our street cred would be dead.
Well, the crazy part about it is,
let him respond on the field.
Well, the crazy part about it is a lot of times, Squeak, we are talking about lower age mamas. We're talking about the 8Us. We're talking about the 10Us. We just had recently a mama challenging an 8U kid. Almost to the fact like, what would you have done if you actually got to this 8-year-old kid?
Right. And the mama of that 8U kid had every right to respond to
right.
you.
So again, where does it end? Because then that mama does what she does, and next thing you know, it's a full blown out problem. So where does it end?
Right.
I would love people to put it in the comments.
Yeah.
On where does it end? What is the solution? We know what the problem is. What is the solution? You know, we have even been as far as suspending the parents from games.
Right.
Right?
I mean, yeah, we had a spectator.
That was the only option. Either not play your games or suspend. You just drop your kids off and you don't have it. We've done that as a league.
One season we had a spectatorless
right.
sideline.
Sideline.
Crazy.
Right, exactly. So I would like to know, how does this change? It's not just here. It's not just in our league.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
But we can't.
And it's getting worse and worse.
It's getting worse and worse. Games aren't getting to the fourth quarter no more.
Right.
You're losing. Somebody gets hit hard. Kids are celebrating hard hits when, to me, that child needs to know you're in Little League football, you're not in whistling. So I get that. But yet, on the other side, the parent is worrying about, he hit my child. And I believe more of it is the celebration or the look at than what she worried about. Because she's translating that into some street stuff.
Mm-hmm. When that little guy was probably just doing his job. He was making a tackle.
Right.
It was just loud.
We got to stop our kids from putting on a show when it ain't time to put on a show. Right? You're all about here to develop. We got to get our kids to understand what age you are, what you know for tomorrow, what you're trying to gather for tomorrow. And it ain't necessary. It ain't going to the league. So all the extra stuff, you can leave that at home.
Yeah.
You ain't getting a scholarship today.
Yeah, and I know in the NFL what they do. They fine you.
Yeah.
College, they strip you of your
scholarship. They strip you your scholarship or whatever. Yeah.
High school, they suspend you for a minimum of 3 games.
Easy.
So what do we do in rec? Because even if we suspend the little guy, he can easily go to his mama would probably take him to another league, another org, and he gonna play there. So you didn't learn anything.
Not only that, half the time, the mama is the problem.
Most of the time. 90% of the time.
Let's be honest.
Or daddy.
The mama or daddy is the problem.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we want people to know that we are trying to be proactive to what's going on when it comes to these football fields. It has to be an end game to this. The powers that be are trying to eliminate us. Trying to get rid of it. They're opening up parks, open land with no football access.
None.
Period.
Not a line, not a field goal post.
Not a field goal post, not 100 yards together at all.
Yeah.
Okay? We have to know this. We have to think proactively as a parent, as a coach, as an org. We can't have these type of instances at football fields that they already don't want us at. Right? You know, I talked a few weeks ago about tax dollars. They're doing what they want to do with the tax dollars. They don't care.
Yeah.
And when they get rid of the football, period, then what?
They get rid of us.
You said it all. You said it in that little bit of mouthful you just said. You said a lot. Because when they get rid of us, what did they do? They stopped the chain of generational wealth for us. But that's a story for a whole nother day, right? Lastly, the national. And listen, we've had so much input, and we understand it's season for people, right? We've had a lot of input.
Yes. Inquiries.
The E2E Spring National Invitational is going to be jumping, okay? We got turf fields, okay? We got no parking fees, no parking packages, everything is free. Except for the championship game, right? 3 games guaranteed. And I like to say that because if there are any teams that didn't feel like they were fulfilled in their league, they didn't get enough games, they didn't play enough games, come on, we take them all from any league.
Come get this smoke.
Come get this smoke. Load your team up. How you say it? Load up. Squeak. Load up. Load the team up. You know what I'm saying? Because, again, I guess in that situation, E2E is what I stand for. So, you know, whoever come out of E2E, we already know got an automatic bid.
The champ.
The champions for our age who's got automatic bids. So you already know they're going to be there, right? Go ahead. Check out the information on the flyer. Give us a contact. Because I believe this is the best reputation of a national that there's going to be. You ain't got to believe me. But what I'm telling you is our record speaks for itself. We got the resources. We got the minds and the brains to make things happen. So I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? We didn't cover week 4. All right? Again, I want to shout out the RVA Bandits on the smoker list, the Hanover Warriors on the smoker list. Hey, Yellow Jackets, I see y'all. Y'all 3-1. Y'all got that bye. Like I told Josie and them. What you gotta do is.
Told them what?
Hold on, I was just doing that. I was showing the polyurethane. Win me one more, and you're gonna be on the smoker list. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling y'all, it's going down to E2E. We got playoffs coming up. I'm excited because a lot of these games we didn't play early in the season, Squeak, they gonna come back when it comes to the playoffs. And people are jockeying now. You know, Mike tell you all day what seed he gonna be. He thinking down the line and all that.
Hey, he did a whole
playoff breakdown.
Yeah.
He broke everything down.
His scenario was
right. His scenario is everything. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, it's been it.
You act like it's late.
Hey, you keep going on.
It's 9 o'clock. Same time you always was on. Anyway, see, you can't trust these black people. We out. What a day it is to be, Squeak.
E2E.
For Sheezy. Love y'all. She matched this junk.
You know what?
Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work. Watch us work.
The E2E family, the best of them. Just watch us work, we excel in the excellence. 80s on top when they checking in. Work hard all day, so crack doors for the heck of it. Gotta work hard, it's a process of betterment. If you got dreams, it's too eager for helping it. Played in this lethal, I'm back in my element. Phone my Rob, he a travel up veteran.
Hey.
Watch to the bet, it's next season for big. We gotta have fun for one reason, the kids. Grinding for goals on the reason they're in. What a day, what a day. Work hard for y'all, so to play, what a play. Them teams tries to be good from the play to the face. Take it in, then we grow it, no talent to waste. The E2E family, the best of them. Just watch us work, we excel in the excellence. 80s on top when they checking in. Work hard all day, so crack doors for the heck of it. Gotta work hard, it's a process of betterment. If you got dreams, it's too eager for helping it. Played in this lethal, I'm back in my element. Found him like Rob, he a travel up veteran. With niggas, I found it, hit Super Bowl. Went to Cali 2 times, but the Super Swole. When the league ended up, it's them nationals. Need a finance, Italian, she rational.
Watch us work. 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 Watch us.